I forgot the
Well,
intro.
oh my God. Welcome. It's just welcome
Welcome to the
back to the
wait.
bottom of the shoe.
Oh, welcome
My
back.
God. Okay. Three, two, one. Welcome back
Welcome back to
to
the
the
bottom of the
bottom of the
shoe.
shoe. We're back here with an episode about the podcast. It's a meta episode, you know. We're here to talk about our own podcast and our thought process of coming up with podcasts, which is kind of meta to have a podcast episode about coming up and making a podcast episode when you think about it. That's why we won Podcaster of the Year.
Yeah, from New York Times.
Yes, New York Times bestseller. Top of the charts. We were on Goodreads 5 times for our amazing writing, of course. I would say we plan out these episodes. We write them out like
Fully scripted.
fully scripted. I don't think there's a line of dialogue that we've ever said before that has been our own original thought in that moment.
Yeah.
I never say what's on my mind immediately as I think of it. I write it down and then say it 4 days later.
Yeah, Ryder's a very organized, thoughtful person who really is just boring.
Yeah. I mean, because literally I never am thinking. I've always thought before, right? And quote that. Oh my gosh. I never think, I only think before, right? And
I'm always thinking before.
I'm always thinking before, so I'm never thinking then.
Okay, can we like get
Yeah, speaking of that, I was getting there. A lot of the place I put a lot of my stuff is, well, that we both put a lot of our stuff is in our notes app, I would say. Wouldn't you agree?
I do agree.
We write out all of our podcast ideas in Notes app. I use the Notes app for like everything I've ever done. I use it for to-do lists. I use it for lyrics, which is a horrible document. It's a horrible document to go on because
Oh yeah.
so we both have access to this Notes app document and we just write out our souls. And by we, I mean me, mainly, I would say. Most of
Yeah,
these,
mostly.
mostly me. And I've been trying to sort them into categories. I've been failing to sort them into categories. Um, but let's read from this section up here.
This is from like eighth grade. Like in the gym.
Before the podcast had even been written, like before the podcast had even come out yet, we were coming up with ideas, right? So
Mostly him.
yeah, mostly me, of course. Um, cut ideas. Well, these are considered cut now, but they probably aren't. We'll probably make one of them. Anyways, influencer brands or brand collabs.
We were thinking Dunkin' Donuts and Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh,
That was
we
a while ago.
were. I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking like Mr. Beast Feastables.
So,
That, right?
anyways, 1800s child labor.
Okay, I think we didn't do this because I didn't know what we were going to talk about. And also,
Yeah,
why are we qualified to talk about that? I guess our one qualification is children. And
yeah,
that's it.
we're children. Um, that would have been awkward. Stay-at-home mom interior design. You were very passionate about this one.
I still am. I think this one still has, like, this one could still be done. Stay-at-home mom
Oh,
interior design is a certain aesthetic, in my opinion. It is, you bought a Cricut and you started cutting stuff out and sticking it up on the wall, vinyl decals. You went to the flea market and bought a palette and like started cutting it up and like making into signs that you're sticking on your bathroom wall that say, they either say the classic live laugh love, or like there was one that I saw that was like, don't tinkle. Don't.
I think you sent me that.
I think I did. Don't, like, it was like, don't sprinkle where you tinkle or something. It was so weird. But
Yeah, this
like,
is weird.
like someone that spends most of their monthly allowance on signs from Etsy.
It's giving. Have you seen the Utah mom on YouTube?
Yes, I think it's kind of
Who
like
has
Utah
like the
Mom.
maniacal laugh?
Yes, it
That's
is.
what this is giving.
Yes, that is exactly the vibe. Now, next up, weird fabric, corduroy polo dry wick.
I don't think I'm qualified on this one.
I don't think that it's relevant. I don't know why. What?
Also, corduroy isn't that weird.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
just
it's a
like a
little bit
different
weird.
fabric. I mean, neither is polo when you think about it, or drywick. Neither of those none of those fabrics are weird. But like when you think about it, it's weird. Next up,
Moving on.
legality of onions. Now, do you have anything to say about that one?
Onions, legal.
Good point. Onions legal.
What the emoji? I think this one is a cool concept. I think we had like three different ideas for this one, and we were like,
We did. Now, the one concept I remember we were talking about was that emojis, like, in order to get approved as an emoji, you have to go through this like council. There's like the Unicode council or whatever to like get your emojis approved. There's different like levels of emoji, and there's like not threat levels. I don't know what the word I'm trying to say. Like, um, tiers, I guess, where like this is like an emoji you have to include in your operating system, or else you're not good.
I remember there was one where it was like, I remember we were thinking about doing something like with guessing something through
Right,
emojis,
right.
like
Oh my God, I remember that.
communicating through emojis or something. I don't know.
Yes,
I thought that
like
one would be cool.
like fish, fish.
Fish.
Fish. What movie is it?
Finding Nemo.
Good point. You were actually right on that one. You piggybacked well off my statement. Um,
There are three fish.
next up,
Comic Sans and other iconic fonts.
I remember we were just gonna make a whole episode talking about fonts that we liked.
I feel like
think.
this one would be so weird because us trying to describe fonts would be so goofy. We'd be like,
So,
the edges curve just a little bit. Okay. Moving on. Why are people so into Snapchat? This, I think it was just you hating on Snapchat. You still don't have it.
in parentheses, compare and contrast. What was
Compare
what
what?
what were we comparing? I literally do not remember. Like I remember like looking back on that and thinking, what was I gonna compare? Was it to other social media?
I guess.
TV shows that have the word show in the title. I don't know what this was about. I've got
I
no
yeah,
idea.
I don't I don't know any TV shows that have the word show in the
The Bill
title.
Cosby show.
Oh,
The Who Was show. Uh the David Letterman show. That's a podcast, I think, actually. I don't think that the
honestly,
Joe Rogan experience.
I don't watch those shows.
These were the gray area ideas. So these are ideas that we were kind of meh on, reporting politics. So this was going to be inspired by our iconic second episode reporting of the sports, in which we reported sports incredibly accurately, I would say.
What was the George Washington for?
We were going to be talking about George Washington,
Oh.
the most modern
Oh,
politics.
so like
include
yeah,
George Washington.
so like revolutionary politics.
Yeah, revolutionary
Revolution.
brand new politics. Only the
Yeah.
newest for our podcast listeners.
Medieval politics.
Our
You know, in
podcast-
Europe.
Oh my God, King George. Here's ideas I thought were good.
Okay.
They were like actually good ideas. PowerPoint night. PowerPoint night. Which I still think is, again, I think these are good ideas. PowerPoint night. We just each make a PowerPoint.
I think this one, that one is very Ryder coded. That one's very Ryder coded.
I don't know how to feel about that statement.
I don't know. I feel like Ryder would just make one about cheese.
Next up, Wattpad fanfiction graphic design review.
This one would be actually so funny.
I think it would be, honestly. Like, this is such a good idea. Making cahoots about ourselves and then forcing the other person to do them.
It's giving French class.
Good point. Good point. We've done that in multiple French classes. We've done that in multiple. Writing a one-shot fanfiction that's really bad. And now this was an idea we were going to do for Christmas, where we were gonna write Krampus, Santa Claus fanfiction. But Hannah said, I don't want to do that. So we didn't do it.
Those are some wise words. I still don't want to do it.
World's fastest / shortest podcast. I still think this would be really funny if we like don't have that much time to make a podcast. So we just like, welcome to Bottom of Shoe. Goodbye. Thank you.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
That'd
we
be the
should
whole
do that.
podcast. Right there. That recording.
What if we just had What if we just both said hello and then just end it? What if it
Like,
was just
in
like
sync.
5 seconds long?
That could be
We just
less
went,
than that.
Hello. Personal failures. We were talking about this.
Personal failures? I still feel like we could talk about that. I still feel like there could be interesting things.
I have no idea what I would talk about because I've never failed in my
sure
life.
That's not true. Okay. I know that one for sure. Next up, Gatekeeping 101. Now, again, I'm sure I had a thought when I wrote this down. Do not know what I was thinking. Do not know what I was
Me
going to talk
neither.
about. I've got no idea.
We teach people how to gatekeep.
Okay, we're running out of time. Next up, digesting our phobias. Okay, I have no idea. Again, what I was thinking when I wrote this down. Like, I don't know if I was thinking about a phobia I had or something.
Digesting? Why did you choose that word?
I don't know. Oh my god,
Why?
was I gonna have us eat spiders? Was I gonna...
I'm claustrophobic. Let's eat
Let's
tiny
eat a room.
rooms.
Let's eat a tiny space. This last one, I added, like, literally, I think yesterday, cruise ships. I've been watching videos about cruise ships, and, like, it's so weird. Like, the idea of a cruise ship is just wild. Like, we're just
I
putting
know, right?
Uh-huh.
I agree, actually.
Like, that might be interesting
Okay,
to talk
I've seen
about.
so many people on Instagram are on a cruise ship. Like, no joke.
And, like, it's a mall. Like, you just put a mall and a hotel on a, like, you put, like, an apartment building on a
You
on
put a
ship,
hotel, a
on the
water
ocean,
park.
on water.
Yeah, on water.
You just
And
send
then-
that out there. And I was watching
And then you
a
send the
video.
people out.
Oh my god, we have like 30 seconds. We literally have 30 seconons. Okay. I was watching a video
Oh
and
my
they
gosh,
literally,
oh my
like,
gosh.
we're watching like a water show, and I was like, what the heck does this have to do with being on a cruise? It's like this like dome, and there's just like water, and they're like dancing in the water. It's like, it was really weird, and I was like, this would make me cringe so hard if I was there. Like, I don't think I could do this. Like, just being on a cruise makes me cringe. Like, if I went on a cruise, I couldn't do it. Like, it's just like the idea of you've purposely subjected yourself. You've shown that you're submissive to a cruise. If you go on a cruise, that's like you're revealing that you are not cool by going on a cruise.
We should go on a cruise together. Let's go on a cruise together. That'd be so funny. You just like that'd be so funny.
Oh my god, we're actually gonna run out of time. Try not to laugh. We gather clips for each other. I still think this is a good idea. I think it would be funny because we both kind of know each other's humor. I would laugh, you would not. It would be great. Now, 3, 2, 1. Catch you on the shoelace. Catch you on the shoelace. We've got 20 seconds.